bundled up enough energy to go swappy sloppy with this guy. And you never see me with women. You never saw me kiss a woman in the mouth like this. So I might be responsible for all the sublime indication to a homosexuality. I mean, while you're indicting my sorry ass on everything else, throw that in there to say I contributed to the pursuit of national decadence of all the countries of the planet. Yeah, it's true. I'm bad. And I'd have got away with it too if it wasn't for Czar. Oh yeah. In case you need more confirmation, I'm probably going to hell. You can see the look right in my face. Yeah. This is evil you're looking at. I should know. I mean, I can take my word for it. I am a pedophile and a drug pusher and a master of genocide. And I don't like myself. And I'm glad that finally someone is going to put a stop to my bullshit. And get Francis too, because we all knew he was going to be my follow-up, because I've been training him all the while in the event that something goes wrong. And so therefore, it's only right that you get him too. And everyone else, including that black guy. Because he's probably going to be the worst one out of all of us to sit his black ass in there and try to mimic our white asses. I mean, come on, think about it. Okay, toodles. And please, give us our some money. He deserves it. Yeah, because he needs to go places. Because he has to find people. He has to spread spiritual energy. Then he needs to do research and study, and he needs books. And he gotta go places where he might have to fly a plane, because the universe is giving him stuff to do. And if he don't do it, then the universe might get upset. And we don't want that. Toodles.
Not blindly accept all that your so-called leaders say. They all follow the same script, but use different words. There are plans afoot that would shock you to the core if you knew and understood them. The information on these sinister plans is out there, for all who are prepared to take the time to look it up. These are the end times. So much is being done to hide this fact from you. Those in the cabal are fighting a losing battle, but they are refusing to accept this fact. They will try to destroy as much as they can before they will accept defeat. The only person that you can truly trust is yourself. You owe it to yourself and those for whom you are responsible, to get it right. Words fall easily from the lips of those who wish to destroy your world. They smile as they guide you on the road to destruction. Forget their words and observe carefully their actions. Only then will you see the real picture emerge. These people are specially trained to deceive you, and in the past they have been highly successful. But now, you are waking up to this, and you are not so easily taken in by them. These are the people who have systematically destroyed all that was pure and good in your world, and they almost succeeded in destroying humanity. If you could see the huge effort being made by those from other planets and the spirit side of life to ensure that humanity survives and reclaims the earth. You know in your hearts that we will be successful. You know that each of you has to take responsibility, to come together to embrace the light. Be honest in all your dealings and hold your head up high in the sure knowledge that the light will triumph. Never give in to the fear they are peddling to keep you in darkness, and try to stop playing their games. I know that it seems to many of you that the cabal is in control and holds all the cards, but I can assure you that this is not so.
See, she knows that. Because see, they sent the Tsar, and they knows what he's made of. And they knows the spiritual energy that he has can command the elements, including the light bulbs, and the toasters, and the ovens, and cars, and everything. Because it's all made from manifestation of the Supreme Creator Goddess. And it's from her that all things are induced and conduced. And she's the Tsar's mom. So nothing's going to happen to him. Except he becomes wise. Because he could pick up information from people by standing next to them. And just by looking at things. And by drinking water. And by touching trees. And no one knows that. Because in this world you've been taught that the only person that matters is people with a bunch of materialism. And the sad thing about that is that Just because a person has a lot of materialism doesn't mean that he's a god or anything. It just means that he has a lot of materialism. But a Tsar has a lot of spiritualism, which means he is God. And if you don't believe it, just don't give him his sustainment, and he'll take yours away. And then your pretty neighborhoods are turned like all the other neighborhoods in the country. We don't want that, because he wants to fix the other neighborhoods in the country. And in order to do that, he's got to go there. In order to go there, he needs finances. In order to get finances, he's got to please you white people and blacks. And that means that we had to get rid of the things that made people not see good in people. And those are the things that a Tsar is going to make sure he further destroys as soon as he gets the financing he needs. So if you like the development of Seattle and the development of Vancouver and Portland, and the sun showing how great it could be to those cities, isn't it only right that you want the same thing for all the cities on the planet? And if old Tsar can prove that he can deliver it to Seattle, Vancouver and Portland area, and maybe, if given the chance, he could go to other areas and make the sun shine on those areas too. But see, if he doesn't get the finances to do that, he might have to stay here, broke and desolate. And the sun will say, oh, I see. They still don't get it. They need convincing. We don't want that. We already had a little tornado action. That was all we should be wanting. Let's keep that tornado stuff away from us. And then let me go down to the places where they've been coming and see the attitude of the people. And then maybe we can make them stop down there. But as long as I'm here and not there, then the tornadoes that's there could end up here. And we don't want that, do we? No snow, no rain, no volcanoes, no earthquakes, no hailstorms. We don't want that here. We want things to stay as they are. So listen to a Tsar. Help him out. Yeah. So Popey Wopey is going to jail, which I'm not, because I'm old and I have nothing to live for, and plus I'm wealthy. They're not going to put my old dusty ass in jail. What they're going to do is try to cover everything up and keep perpetuating everything under a different type of cloak. But old Tsar's out there, he's watching and he's waiting. The need for finances has never been greater. Peace and light.
You are the 99%, and without your support they cannot function. You need to take this fact on board and live your lives accordingly. There can only be one winner in this game, and that is the light. The Cabal has controlled your world and everyone in it for centuries. I always said that they would not give up easily because they have everything to lose.
When they say the Cabal, they mean the Zionists, the corrupt European governments. That's who they mean. The 1%, the 10%. Because it's 1% that has all the wealth, but another 9% gives them the manpower and the muscle that they need. And then they incarcerate and control and enslave the other 90%. It's more like 75-25, but 15% of the people don't recognize shit. So they're left with the other 75% because they're ignorant. And they don't even know they're part of the 25% because they're Christians. And I ain't going to say Muslims because Muslims are smart enough to know, okay, I'm not worshiping no white guy. We can talk about Jesus and all that just because of where we at. But they know Jesus as being Yeshua, the black man. That's the difference. And it don't matter about color, to tell you the truth about it. It matters about spirituality. And that's what we all need to get out of our minds. The decision that comes from the color line is the greatest tool ever been put on earth. So we don't worry about that. What we worry about is building a nation. But we can't build a nation on the remnants of what destroyed our nation. That just ain't gonna happen with me. And all you guys out there that want to stay in the Christianity and keep worshiping Jesus, your ass gonna end up like the Pope.
They have had it all their own way for so long, and they are not good losers. You are beginning to understand the importance of love. This is your weapon, since they do not have the capacity to love, and so they cannot win. They use bombs and bullets, but they need you to fire them and to fight their wars. With love, all you need is a willing heart to open up to your fellow man.
That's right. See, love does not motivate war. Greed, selfishness, dissension, ego, all that stuff is the only thing necessary to keep a system of constant war like we've had on this planet. And then I see people that have the nerve to be mad at me for saying that you're barbarians, that you can have a whole history of war like that. It's true. It's true. Don't get mad because I pointed out. It's true. What other race of people, what other nationality of people on this earth can you find that since the whole history of their ass coming into play, they have did nothing but murder and stolen everything? Christians, whether white, black, green, whatever, if you belong to that religious sector, your ass is guilty of mass murder. And they went and got the head honcho, the Pope, and they could go straight down the hill. And you guys are so stupid. I guarantee you, Easter Sunday, you still gonna have your dumb ass sitting up in that church, which I think is this Sunday. Watch and see if the church pews don't be full, even though the Pope done got arrested for selling drugs, pedophilia, every freaking thing you can name. Why don't you see if your ass don't still be in there? Now these people right here is giving a shout out to the world saying, come on, let's get our shit together. You can all see this is going down. You can see this is a planet coming in with all this around it. I done showed you this big ship right here in my camera with this planet right here having an interaction with our planet, making that X. All this stuff that's around this planet right here that you see is the housing and the mechanisms that create, operate, and retain, induce, and conduce all the light ships that you see flying around our planet. They come from this type of constellations of planet formations. And this will be accompanied with all these things you see in the backyard that is dust like this. A whole constellation of planets that house starships that move through the universe with melanated people at the realm, at the control of all this equipment. This is what you're looking at. I don't know if what I'm saying to you is this is a pictorial of what I see in my camera and what I see with my naked eye and what I see through the suggestions and images that's sent to me from our Supreme Creator. What you're looking at right here is a planet that is encapsulated inside of the mysticism of our universal creator energy. If you will, this is the planet that God in His greatness manifestation has declared as holiness, with nothing but light angels accompanying it everywhere it goes, to and fro, about its God work of reestablishing all planets to a God's calibration. This is the type of shit that I'm working with. This is what brought me here. This stuff right here. This, of course, is not the true thing, but I showed it to you in my camera lens. I'm going to show it to you again so you can see.
Remember the old slogan, make love not war. Think what a wonderful world it would be if people everywhere made love not war. When you see through the eyes of love, everything falls into place and is as it should be. Please give this fact some serious consideration as your future depends on it. The cabal is causing so much stress by deliberately increasing the cost of living. They believe that the worry about the cost of living will take your minds off what they are doing and planning. They are making life so difficult, as they are encroaching on every aspect of it: food, air, water. You are under attack from all angles.
She's absolutely right. We got these wicked ass men on the earth who's self-defeating. They're mad because they have no melanin, and they've gotten in contact with outside information forces that came here to the earth and taught them, you know, I can teach you how to enslave your fellow man and this and that, and we all live good. And then they're murdering so many people, and I'm wondering why. Is somebody eating the dead people? You know, that's what I wonder. Is there some